95% of men out there will ruin attraction with women because of the things that they say. It will have nothing to do with their looks or their status or the amount of money that they have in the bank or the car that they drive. It will have all to do with the things that they say and the things that they convey to women. So that's what we're going to talk about here in this video. We're going to talk about 13 things that men tend to say in interactions with women that will turn them off and that will get them ghosted so that you can avoid making these mistakes. So that brings us to the first one, which is telling her that you have been hurt in the past. And this will make her see you as a loser because even if a woman cheated on you or emotional trauma, whatever the case it may be, you never tell this to her because then you're just venting to her and you turn her into an emotional tampon for you, and that will turn her off. She will see you as a beta male. And even if a woman cheated on you in the past, even if your relationships, they were difficult, you never tell this to her. When you talk about your dating experiences with women, you only talk about positive things. You do not talk about any negativity because then that will lower your status in her eyes. And she will think, well, this guy, he never has any great dating experiences. Other women don't like him. So why should I take my shot and like go on a date with him? And it's the same if we're talking about childhood trauma or anything like that. Yeah, you can just go to a therapist for that. But do never vent about this to her. Keep that to yourself. Go to your boys. Hire a therapist, a coach, anything. Yeah, but never tell this to her under any circumstance whatsoever. So that brings us to the second point, which is asking her for permission. And you will see this constantly in our society. Because you will hear guys say, oh, I should ask my girlfriend, yeah, or I should ask the boss. Like, that's just disgusting when guys, they say that. It's just pedestalization, yeah, that at its highest level. That you are putting all of the responsibility, that you let her be the captain of the ship. Because apparently you're not competent and not confident yourself in that you're going to lead this this interaction to a nice outcome, basically. But guys also will do this in other ways. They will say, well, is this okay? Do you like this? And all of that comes off super approval seeking. You shouldn't ask a woman for permission. An alpha, a guy that has a pair of balls, he will just execute and he will propose clear plans. Let's do this. Let's go to that place. Because he is experienced and because he is competent, he knows that she will enjoy his ideas. Yeah, she will enjoy spending time with him and she will enjoy following his lead. And that's the same thing that you want to do. You know, but asking her for permission, it comes off super weak and it will turn women off. So don't do it. So that brings us to the third one, which is telling her, you're my everything. Yeah, if you're telling this to her, you put her on a pedestal. And this is not romantic. Yes, she will be turned off and she will never want to have anything to do with you after you say this to her. She will know that she is the prize and that you're the guy with lower status. You are here. She is here. Yeah, you need to compensate this distance. So how are you going to try to make up for that distance? By putting her on a pedestal and by telling her, yes, master. Yeah, by serving her like as if she is a queen and you're a servant. Yeah, and telling her all of these nice things. That's how you're going to try to make up the difference. Yeah, that's what you're trying. This never works in reality. But at least, yeah, you're trying it. It doesn't work. So don't tell her you're my everything. You should never tell this. Even after 20, 30 years of marriage, you do not tell her, oh, I'm nothing without you. You're my everything. You're so special. You do not tell this to her. Yeah, that's just the reality. So that brings us to the fourth point, which is telling her, I'm bored. Yeah, this will make you come off as a guy that has no life, a guy that is totally directionless, and it will turn her off. She will get the ick. And in that moment, when you tell her that you are bored, she will just look at a guy, she will just go around on Tinder and she will just find a guy that knows what he is doing, that has an interesting life, that isn't going to look at her as his source of entertainment. So you should never tell a woman that you are bored, even if you are. You need to have a sense of direction in life, and you should always have very interesting and very important things to do. Because women always want to be with a man that has his stuff together, that has a very interesting life, that has that is on a mission. But the moment that you tell her that you are bored, all of that falls apart. So don't do this. So that brings us to the fifth point, which is telling her you're out of my league. Yeah, you're putting her on the pedestal when you tell this to her. She will lose all attraction for you. Yeah, she will see you as low status. She is here. You are here. Well, and that will make her look down on you. She will be turned off and not want to see you again. Because the truth is that women always date up. They date men that are higher status than them. Yeah, that are more competent, more confident than them. But the moment that you tell her you're out of my league and you're so amazing and all of that, she will just instantly know. Yeah, this guy, he isn't that confident. He isn't that competent. And this guy, I will do him a favor if I am going on a date with him, rather than the other way around. Going on a date with a woman, and also dating a woman in general, it should always be you as the guy are doing the favor to the woman. Yeah, that's the frame that you need to have, because women always date up. Yeah, you are here, the woman is here. Yeah, she comes towards you. Yeah, that's the only way that things are working. If you do not do that, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You ruin her attraction. You will never see her again. So that brings us to the sixth point, which is telling her, I like you. She will be disgusted and she will just move on instantly when you tell her that you like her, because you give up all your power as a guy. Yeah, and you will also just be a guy you will just come out like a guy that has no status, and you will show to her that you are super easy to win over. And you shouldn't do that. The truth is also, even if the woman tells you, oh, I like you. Yeah, sometimes you'll have this on the first date even. Yeah, you did a really good job. Yeah, now she tells you, I like you. Yeah, that's the ultimate shit test. If you tell her, oh, I like you too, you will never see her again. I've had this. Yeah. Don't take my word for it. Go on a date yourself. Yeah. Tell her that you like her. Yeah. And then you will never see her again and you will shoot yourself in the foot. Or you can just listen to my advice and just never tell her that you like her. You're shooting yourself in the foot. That's the reality. You can only tell a woman that you like her after months. We're talking 6 months, 12 months, that you've been dating with her, that the bedroom fun is really good, that she is really already head over heels for you. Then you can tell her, oh yeah, by the way, I also like you. Yeah, like a tiny little bit. Yeah, but you do not tell that until that point. You keep your cards close to your chest. Women want to be with a guy that you have to figure out. And women want to be with a guy that is a challenge emotionally, that they have to fantasize about. What is he doing? Am I good enough for him? Yeah, what is he thinking about? Those kind of questions they need to ask it, and otherwise they will not emotionally invest in you and they will not want to see you again. So that brings us to the seventh point, which is telling her, I'm tired. And this will give her the ick instantly. Because in the beginning, you should be Superman. Yeah, that's the reality. And that sounds super stupid. You're like, yeah, of course. Like, I'm just human. I'm also, getting tired sometimes. Yeah, that is true. But you do not tell that to women. Yeah, you carry your own weight. You are smart. You're competent. You're intelligent. You can do anything. Yeah, you're super powerful as a man. You're strong. Yeah, that's how you should present yourself. The moment that you do not do that, she will see it as weakness. Yeah, telling her, I am tired, it will turn her off because she sees it as weakness. And that's why you should never do this. You're shooting yourself in the foot. If it comes up, you just tell her, I've been busy at work, but I kept my best energy, for tonight or for our date, whatever the case it may be. So that brings us to the eighth point, which is telling her, I don't know. Yeah, and this will give women the ick. You know everything. Yeah, you should be cocky. You should be cocky funny, and you should be a bit of an asshole on dates. And you should be arrogant, because women love arrogant men. They love men that always pretend that they know everything. Yeah, even if you talk total shit. Women do not care if you are right or if what you're saying is true or not. They care about, are you speaking with conviction? Yeah, are you a guy that has a pair of balls, that is strong? Yeah, but the moment that you tell her, I don't know. Then you will just come off weak to her. Yeah, you show zero certainty, zero conviction, and it comes off weak to her. And that's why it's always better to just blab total nonsense with 100% conviction than say the truth, but only be 50% convinced of yourself. Yeah, so speak with conviction, yeah, speak with power behind your words and own up to it. Because that's 100% more powerful. Women, they long for that certainty. So that brings us to the ninth point, which is asking her what she thinks about your outfit. Or letting women dress you. Yeah, you will see so many guys when you go to any clothing store and you will see a couple, or you will see even like these people that have been married for many years, and the woman is picking all the clothes for the guy. She is dressing him as if he is a doll. Yeah, that's just, you look like a total buffoon when you do this. Because you should be so competent as a guy that you are very intentional with how you dress. You have chosen the items in your wardrobe so consciously that you know way better how you need to dress than that she knows. Yeah, the moment that you let her dress you, you show that's the ultimate level of incompetence that you can show to a woman. And asking her about what she thinks about your outfit, that will give her the ick, and it will show her that you are not competent. Because if you do not even know how to dress, then how can she trust you that you have a sense of direction in your life and that you know what you're doing? And you should know how to dress well, because that sets the tone for everything else that you're going to do in your life. From the way that you go about your career, from the way that you go about interacting with women. If you cannot even dress properly and you have no sense of direction with your wardrobe, then, which is a very simple thing to do, if you cannot even do that, yeah, then how can a woman trust you that you know how to lead her? Yeah, and never ask a woman, oh, what do you think about my outfit? Yeah, you should already know. Yeah, women love the way that I dress. And women love the way that I dress because I'm very intentional with it. And I am very competent when it comes to my style. So that brings us to the 10th point, which is asking her, when can I see you again? Well, this will probably just get her to vomit like right away when you ask her this question. This is so unbelievably weak and so unbelievably needy when you ask this question to her. And you will come off like a beta male. And the funniest part about this question is that when you ask, when can I see you again, is that you will not see her again. She will be so revolted, so repulsed that she will just think, okay, screw it. This guy, he is needy. He's just clinging on for my attention, and it turns me off. And that's why it's better to ghost him or just tell him, this ain't working out between us. Yeah, so never ask her, when can I see you again? Because you sound like a total joke to her when you do this. So that brings us to the 11th one, which is asking her, are you mad at me? And this comes off super weak. This is extremely approval seeking. And she will just get the ick. Because you are asking her this question because you want to get her to like you. So the way that you do that is by asking her, oh, are you mad at me? What can I change so that you will like me? And you're also telling her, I will just do anything, to get you to like me, or you will start, perhaps you will start a debate with her and start arguing. No, you're actually, I'm actually behaving really well. Yeah, you will just start to defend your actions. It comes off super, super weak. So that's why you never tell this to her. You never ask this. You should already understand what a woman is going through emotionally. You should understand her better than she understands herself. So that's why you never ask this question to her. You need to figure it out by yourself, well, why she's mad or why she's feeling a particular way. Because if you do not learn that yourself, then she is not going to tell this to you. Yeah, and there's enough information on the internet on how you can understand women and what they are going through and how they experience emotions and all of that stuff. So brings us to the 12th one, which is telling her, I was waiting for your text. Yeah, this will come off super weak. Yeah, you come off like a beta male to her when you tell her this. Because you shouldn't be waiting around for a woman's text. You should have so much sense of direction in your life. You should have so much important stuff to do that it's totally unimportant to you whether she's going to text you back or not. You will be, at the end of your day, you think, oh, yeah, today was productive. Oh, yeah, by the way, yeah, this girl, she didn't text me back. And I don't give a shit. Yeah, it's totally irrelevant. Because today I was doing important stuff for my life, my mission. and the things that I'm doing. And that's what you need to do as well. Yeah, you should never tell her that you're waiting around for a text. You're shooting yourself in the foot. So that brings us to the next point, which is asking her, what do you think about me? Yeah, and this will, it's a very dumb question. She will ghost you after doing this. Like, it's pretty similar to the last question. Like, yeah, you're basically telling her, what can I do so that you'll like me? Yeah, I will just do anything, honestly, for you to get you to like me. And the thing is that you as a guy, you should be so competent. Yeah, you understand women so well. You know how to be attractive. You already know all of that stuff. You know it better than her. Yeah, she doesn't know. She's not going to give you the answers. You should already know it because you are that guy that is competent. You have a lot of experience. You are a player. Because by doing that, you understand like how to lead women because you have done it so many times in the past. So that's it, gentlemen. So if you're currently frustrated with your dating life, you're fed up with it, and you're ready to start making a change for you to get the results that you're looking for, I'm open to helping you. I work with a handful of guys every month for them to get the kind of results that they're looking for in their dating lives. You can book a call with me with the link in the bio, and then we can talk about what plan would be most appropriate for you to get the kind of results that you're looking for. So that's it, gentlemen. Peace.